Okay guys, so after we made the lease pricing script and then we decided how to integrate it to the main corporate simulation, then now it's time to write our report. So let's see that how can we evaluate the choice of using lease contracts. So lease versus debt. Objective, yeah, obviously. Let's define first of all the style, because styling is a nice thing. Let's give numbers to that. Now it's good. And also normal type or style should be justified. Okay, now, so objective is to compare the use of commodities under debt, bond, or financial lease financing. The comparison will be based on the profit, the pre-tax profit ratio, the probability of default, and the value of the company. So it's similar like what happened before, and yeah, and we have to define also the conditions of this. So the tests will be conducted under the following assumptions. Which hedge? Let's use total hedge. Used, and since diesel engine is useless, so and only electric locomotives will be analyzed. Since the diesel one was underperforming. Okay, so let's see what happens. Okay, let's say that results will be the main title, and the subsection will be pre-tax ratio. So let's give letters for that. Yeah. Okay, so hedge, total hedge. Lease. Let's use no leads. Locomotives, just 2 to 4. In this case, these are excluded. And then let's see that are you able to run or not. Ding, ding, ding. Okay. Yeah, the 3D is not the best here because yeah. So let's say that the second to first row should be analyzed only. Ah, nice. Yeah, that was my objective, to see that actually if we are excluding the useless asset, then we have a way deeper analysis here. So let's exclude all excessive dimensions. Yeah. Nope. Okay. So this is a nice cross section, because what we can see here is the development of copy figure. So let's copy this here. Tax ratio, and this will be the no leads from that. So now we can see something, and also let's copy the actual data. Okay, let's maybe move everything to here, because and I have to make the usual conversion to make this Central European, and also we have to calculate the mode. Oh, let's say no, it's mean. Yeah, but mean in Hungarian. And also the standard deviation. But actually we can do it in MATLAB. Do we have output variable yet? No. Then now we will have output equals sum, not sum, sorry, main output std. But actually we can have standard error. I just need standard error, just without. Okay, okay, it's not that. Okay, let's use standard deviation. Yeah, okay. Don't be picky. Okay, output. Oh, it was summing up in the, or calculating the mean in the wrong direction. Then we have to do it more precisely. But in this case, if we can do this, then the output will be just output. Oops. Because now we can define standard deviation as a secondary. Yep. Okay, so we can see that standard deviation so without doing anything fancy. And now let's see that what is happening at the same time with our value. Oh no, it was probability of default, because that was the ordering in the description. Wow, it's strange that if you are looking also, this is the Vectron, this is the Skoda, this is the Transmontana. And actually, since it's expensive, it provides higher probability of default at the beginning, at strong forint. And after that, it's really funny, but because here the Transmontana, regardless that it's cheaper, but also it has not that elegant profit ratios, because we know that the physical probability or properties are not that best. So actually we can see that the Skoda has an optimum case. So we can see that if we are turning this around, that yeah, it was always overperforming. Okay, let's cut this. Oh, actually, this should be in the opposite direction because this is the main. This is the probability of default. And now we can see that this Skoda can be interesting for us. So this is Vectron, Skoda Transmontana. So actually, in the case of pre-tax profit, we can see that Vectron provides us the highest profitability, regardless that actually they are nearly the same. So they are really similar. Also, in the case of probability of default, we can see that yeah, this strange phenomenon here. It's surprising. Okay, so let's see the value. Do we have similar results here, or just that was a unique artifact what we were able to find? Yeah, this is the Vectron. Ah, it's also funny that practically we can see that from corporate value point of view there is not so many differences here between the Skoda and the Transmontana. Okay, let's look from the other dimension, which considers time as the main variable. But actually, yeah, we can see that we see only two dimensions. But one is Vectron and the second is all the others. Cool. Now it's much better to see also the visual representation, not just looking on the numbers, because share value. Because in many cases it's nice to use your eyes. So we can see, yeah, what we will see here already. So these lines are nearly horizontal. So it doesn't matter practically that Skoda or Transmontana was used under total hedge scenario. Do not forget. Yeah. Okay, then let's see that what is happening under leasing. It's a full service lease. Yeah, let's write it in that. Financial lease. And also we have to write it here that under lease the company has no maintenance expenditures, no tech, no maintenance personnel, and the has been reused. Yeah, it's also necessary to define here. So, leasing. What can we see if we turn this on? Because we know that it works some ways, but okay, so first of all, let's start with pretext. Wow. Okay, in this case we can see that if you are using Skoda, then it can have a surprising profit benefit, because this is Vectron on the long run, this is Skoda at the long run, this is Transmontana at the long run. Interesting. What happens? So it's, yeah, we can see what was there. So in each year it has benefit. Actually, this is also funny because the sole operator of the Skoda, the Český dráhy, so the Czech railway company, state-owned railway company, would like to sell all the Skodas because they would like to have the Vectrons instead of them. So maybe from engineering point of view, or maybe from financial point of so maybe from financial point of view, or simulations are suggesting that we have to use them, but practical life says that, yeah, so the benefits are not that clear for the operator. Or maybe it's just because the fleet is small, so we are talking about 20 something locomotives, and it's always hard to operate a small fleet. Okay, let's see the output here. So first of all, let's copy these things because it makes my work faster. So is it profitable? Actually, is the profitability affected anyway? Here, Vectron is lower. In the case of Skoda, I can see it. Transmontana, it's same. So maybe for Vectron, because it's more expensive, it can have the influence. I have a great idea. Let's copy this pretext. And let's save this because we can run a t-test on it. Oh, come on. Because if you are looking on the mean, then what happened here? Okay, so let's do it again. So without the lease. Because if results are so close, then we can ask the question that are they significantly different? And because we are economists, we can tell it. That's why we have the different time scenarios. Because now we can see that these are the locomotives. This is time. So let's see that. Is there any kind of significant difference? We are running a t-test. It's only one tail because they are just positive numbers. And variance was similar. Pairwise. Okay, and this should be a number. We know from statistics that if the t-test or the p-value of the t-test is different, significantly different, then it's under 0.05. So yeah. Hmm. Yeah. And let's see. Wow, it's significantly different in all the cases. So regardless that if you are looking on the average, we can see that it's the same, but if you are looking on the time span, then it's not. So it's one benefit. Okay, let's check for values. Sorry, profit probability of default. And also we have to copy the value here. Value shares. Okay, then let's see the next thing, which was the default probability. Just let's turn back to using the lease. Can we see the same thing, that the probability of default declines at Skoda? And we can see, so it's highly here as it has a maximum. Cool. Okay, output. Ah, let's wait for it so we can convert it when I copy the rest here, and now we can please copy. I don't have to do anything more. Wow, this thing is also significantly different. So let's see that what can we find. Wow. Oh, yeah, because I'm still doing the probability of default here. Sorry. Uh, so, do we have difference? And actually we have. Because here the lower value is the well count, not the higher. So we can see that, oh, there is this local minimum. Nice. Actually, we can see that it's stable. So it always provides a local minimum. And now we can actually see that, yeah, in the case of vectors we have significantly higher probability of default with the vectron, but actually, yeah, maybe statistically significantly higher, just come on. I'm surprised that this can be different. Hmm. So actually it's highly inconclusive that what is happening when we are using Lease. It can't say that we have. So here it's significantly higher, here is, I can't say anything, but it's significantly different, just for me the average is the same. And here is significantly lower for the transponder. Cool. Let's see the valuation. First, I have to rename. Wow. And wow again. Yeah, because we can save our depth. This is Vectron, this is Skoda, Transmontana rules here. Okay, leading a Transmontana can be a great idea, according to the script. Let's see the share values, are they significantly different? And also let's take the results as well. Wow, here there is no difference. In the case of... Was I interpreting it the wrong way? Okay, let's see. No, actually Transmontana remains the same, the others. Others are suffering. Okay, so it's not misinterpreting. So Vectron, using a lease, the Vectron declines significantly. Oof. With huge difference. Skoda, okay, statistically it's significant difference, but yeah, it also suffers from significantly lower share price. Transmontana, for Transmontana it doesn't matter. It's bad. These are really interesting results. So let's write our report about this. Actually, we should have two titles. Hmm. I think this is maybe this is not the nicest, so I should use error bars here, but but for comparison it's good enough. Or maybe we can write in that average. It's okay. And this will be lease average, lease STD. And then we just copying this. Okay. Okay. Done. Probability of default. Then this thing is share price. What matters the most for us, because it's which strategy can contribute the most. Okay, let's write our analysis. Okay, also time periods. Mean we are tracking back 11 years in the script. You can remember that we were using these data for Czech krona and euro at the same time. This was represented by the cat variable. Maybe year variable would be much nicer, but it was cat. So it ends in 2020 or 90. Ah, okay. Well, and 2010. Come, time periods, time period of the analysis covers of the covers the range interval between to analyze, to compare the significance of the difference of the results between with the t-test. Maybe it should be two-sided. Yeah. Yeah, it's much better. Okay, so pre-tax profit was because now if so significant difference can be in here, so that's why the two-sided test was better. Was significantly different for the electron. With slight higher tax profit ratio under under the debt funding scenario. So actually it means that full service lease has no positive profit impact because actually we are working or using cheap labor force. So if the wages of our technical personnel would increase, then obviously we would be able to reach some savings. But until this point we are not able to do that. So we could run a second sensitivity test to see that if we are start to increase the wages, then what would happen. So this can be the result of using cheap force it's English. Manpower. Then let's see the second thing, probability of default. Was it significantly different? No, it was not. It was not. Using decision to use debt funding or lease to acquire. This had no significant impact on the probability of default. So for in this case it doesn't matter for us. Skoda provided the lowest probability of default. So if we are looking on it, then we can say that yeah, on average, and also it is supported by standard deviation, then it is a benefit here. If we are looking on pre-tax ratio, then we can see that also because of the Vectron, significantly different issues. So under debt financing, the Vectron was the most profitable choice, while under Lease, the Skoda was the provided the highest profit. Nice. Then let's see the next one, and this is the share value. Oh, there is where the most strangest things happened, and let's see that. Only the Vectron had difference add the calculated with share value. The other locomotives were similar. Electron provided the highest. Share value under debt financing, while as Montana contributed to the highest value under lease. Wow. Okay, so now we can write our conclusion here. Using a financial full service financial lease had no dramatic impact on the overall performance once due to the cheap low wage levels. Company. Electron can be a rational choice under debt. And not just low wages of the company, because also we can say that, yeah, but bond funding is also ridiculously cheap. So wage levels and low interest rate environment. So obviously if interest rates would be higher, then the differences would be much bigger. Rational choice under debt financing. Yeah. In life, Skoda can provide more gains under a full service lease contract. Yes, because Transmontana had benefit for share value here, but we can see that on average this is not that different, but in the case of the default, probability of default, Skoda has a benefit, in the pre-tax profit it has also a benefit. So let's say that okay, if it was winning in two benchmarks and in the last benchmark has close to similar result, then Skoda can be a bit better-ish.